What is going on, Les Mafia? All right, today we're gonna go a little bit off course. We're gonna skip the gaming because I had a long day at work, so we're just gonna do some reaction videos. You know how it goes. And today we have side chick arrested after confronting wife at funeral in love triangle conflict. About to be wild, my boy. All right, let's roll into it and let's see what we got.
A secret lover shows up at a wedding, funeral, or another social event, causing chaos. Well, that's exactly what happened here. During a funeral service, a young wife was laying her husband to rest after his tragic passing when his alleged girlfriend decided to show up and make threats. Let's see how this unfolds.
Hey, look at me, rest in peace, homie.
Right here.
That's you.
When officers arrived, they met with the victim during the funeral service to uncover what had happened between her and her husband's alleged girlfriend.
Again, I apologize. I just want to do everything the right way, but there's... It's right here.
Close caption for you guys.
Where am I?
Well, I got a license plate number of the person I'm talking about. She was outside making direct threats. I didn't allow her in. That's why I had my camera watching the door. She's allegedly the girlfriend of her husband. So she's making direct threats. She knows exactly where I live. She knows my phone number. She knows my insurance rate. She's making direct threats. And she got me on the wrong day. I'm telling y'all.
When you start bringing people, children, into certain situations, stuff gets real, like real quick. Like you don't bring them children into any situation, whether you're the side chick, main chick, whoever you are. The kids stay out of it. My bad.
This is a disrespect.
I was sitting right there by the front door.
She was by the front door?
I was by the front door. I was sitting inside
There's
here.
another female out there in a green dress.
That's the one I'm talking. No, she's not a white female.
Okay, there was another white female in a green dress. I'm sorry.
She, like I explained, she had single braids, and there was a half bun on top.
So what did she exactly say to you today?
I got witnesses. You can get witness statements as well. We never direct. So she got in. Excuse me, give me a second. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's right here. So she did end up coming through the door. And as I was walking around, I said, no, you need to leave. Respect me, my husband, and my children, and leave. And she hesitated.
So you know her from previous experience then?
Yes.
So, and I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful or getting into your business, but you know her as a girlfriend to your husband, or she claims she was...
So when it comes to things like that, you only know what people tell you.
Right.
So
she says one thing, and your former husband said something different. Okay.
So this is like you holding on to something that you really don't have situation, and now that he's gone,
and he's gone, there's really no business to... Okay. And so what did she say?
What y'all think, Chet? What was it? Did he have a side chick? Or is she just showing up to clown this man since he's already been passed?
Specifically to you today.
She said I'm gonna end up in the casket right there where my husband is. She said I'm a dead.
I heard that.
And it's okay.
I'm not playing.
That's-
Listen, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this. My husband.
Does she think she's going to get something?
she should.
I don't know. I don't know. We don't talk.
Because he's gone.
We
I
don't
mean,
talk.
it's okay.
Me and her don't
yeah.
talk. We don't have anything to talk about. If this is what you're
Does-
proclaiming to be your life. we
Does she
nothing
have a
to
kid that
discuss.
she's trying to say is his?
She doesn't have. She can't have kids.
Okay.
Oh, that's what it is.
Were you able to find that? That's okay. Take your time.
Did she come up here with people or?
Her mother, her sister, her brother, her family.
So did they
So-
think they were just going to come in and attend the
Yeah, they signed the guest book because that's how far they got in.
Yeah, they kind of pushed past me to get in.
And they're sent
That's
outside
insane
now.
work.
They've been outside because I told them they need to leave. She, like I said, she hesitated. She directly threatened me, and
The rest of the family members went out,
they all left.
Okay.
Yeah.
but she's the one that wanted to act more before.
Yeah. The mom was kind of like, she gave me a look. She gave me a real.
Please
small
communicate for
look.
discuss for media photos.
But she
Now, how do you get your family involved into some mess like this? And they just like helping out the situation.
And you're with the funeral home,
I'm at the
right?
funeral.
Yes, I'm sorry.
So if they're not attending and the family don't want them here, then they need to leave. Okay.
It's supposed.
I just have to know where we stand when we go out there.
Of course.
I mean, we could obviously
Yeah, like I said,
take her to jail if need be. If she's out there, then the rest of the family
She
members can
probably
move
left
on.
now that y'all pulled up because they've been trying to get my family has been trying to get her to leave for about 2 hours now.
When it comes to situations like these, we would prefer them to leave.
That's
So
what-
we don't
that's what
have
we've
to
been trying
have
to do.
something
That's why I called
at a
y'all.
funeral. We don't need.
That's exactly why I called y'all. Oh,
Is that her and her family over up on the far back? Is that the olive green
Yep.
dress?
Yep. You are correct.
Okay.
You are correct.
It's a red and black.
Yep.
funeral.
Yeah. She's got.
Like I said,
It's a red and black funeral, and you show up in olive green to a red and black funeral. Who told you to leave the house like that?
the black Jeep Cherokee, her license plate number is. She's been to my house, made threats there.
So that's going to be her, and then she's got. her-
Everybody that's with her. So there's another girl with a green dress. That was her mother. I think her mother left.
Okay.
I don't see her
And
mother
those are
anymore.
her people.
Those are her people. Yep.
Not necessarily your people.
Well, the dude that's wiping his forehead right now, that's my husband's cousin.
Okay.
So, like I said, this has gotten really messy over the past few days. She's been spreading rumors, telling lies, talking about that he divorced me and this, that. But I got my marriage license in my purse.
Yeah, we're not worried about that. I just want to make sure who I know I'm going to
That's it
address when
directly.
we go out
She
there.
was going a whole
that's it
nine
directly.
about this relationship.
And some of those people that's over there is my husband's family. Like I said, the dude with the braids going down.
Will they try to intervene if we try to arrest her?
I don't know. I just need y'all to do whatever y'all gonna do.
Okay.
I'm not gonna hold y'all. Just do what y'all need
Let
to
me grab your information.
Don't hold you.
do. My name is. My middle name?
Alexis, A-L-E-X-I-S.
Yes. Russell.
Who's that lady standing next to her in the tan or the gray?
That's your mother.
That's mom. It's probably gonna get nasty real quick.
I know you want me to call from the crew.
All right, since Twitch got an ad on their side, chat and comment section below. What would y'all do if something like this happened? Let's say your husband died, passed away, you know, not wishing this upon him, and you had some random just show up at the funeral with her family. And for the guys as well, you know, your wife and some random guy just shows up with his family at the funeral. What would y'all do? Spreading rumors and Like, come on now.
So she's only got that little group of people there with her, right?
She's only got that little group of people. I wish she would just leave, and then we could put a broadcast together up later. But I hate having to do stuff like that.
I just don't know who's inside her truck, so I can't really. Because that's her truck.
You said the license plate was GC
6314.
6314.
It's supposed to stand for Graylon and Crystal in the day that they met.
Wow. Is that your husband's?
Yeah, can we get a couple more?
Graylon? Yeah. So she's made up this whole delusional thing. This shit's gonna end up on fucking Lifetime. I swear to God. This is
Every day when I was locked up, every day. Every day when I was locked up. Every day I talk to him, bro.
23, you guys draw the speedy. Oh, I got him. That's right, we got this.
Okay.
Just bet you can go over here and hold it.
I got information.
You got their information?
Yeah, and I got
We'll go over, try to talk to them. We got more crews coming if we need them or whatnot. I'm hoping we won't, but
I'm trying to shut this down.
Okay. Are you guys done with the?
Yeah.
Everybody's-
We wasn't letting
everybody's
nobody
leaving
else
now?
in.
Okay.
So,
But the service and everything is done.
as far as I'm concerned, yes. I was going to talk to y'all first to handle this
Yes, ma'am.
situation.
And you did it the right way. So we'll go do what we can do, and we'll get it first. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Thank you, ma'am. Make sure y'all stay hydrated.
Yes, ma'am.
And the family's so nice. And the family's so nice. Like, who shows up to somebody's funeral claiming that, you know, they had something going on when the man's married?
Crystal. Crystal. Sorry. Excuse us. Sorry.
do what?
Yeah, she agreed to leave the property.
She's gonna talk. Crystal,
Calm down. Okay.
put your hands behind your back.
For what?
Put your hands behind your back.
For what?
Put your hands behind your back.
What did you, for what?
Oh, he jumped straight into it. He was not playing.
Did y'all tell her she was under arrest and what for?
You're under arrest. You're making some threats.
She didn't make no threats.
Okay, we've got witnesses. I need you guys to step back. I need you to step back. We'll talk to you in a minute, okay?
She didn't make no
I need you guys to
threats.
step back for now, please.
Oh, they weren't playing.
Is there anything else you want them to take for right now?
Miss Jones and Mr.
We'll let you talk to her in the car. We'll explain to you. We'll explain it to you.
Excuse me, can one of y'all talk to her parents and inform her parents? After y'all put her car, back up, bruh, back up. Back up from the police. Back up from the police. Sorry, it's my hand on your back, sir.
No, you're fine.
And I don't
I
want
mean,
to harass you.
she's a grown woman, so. But we'll talk to her
Please, her
parents.
parents, and I
Yeah.
don't want to.
Right. It's like,
Her parents.
like you get arrested and the first thing that comes out of somebody's mouth is, "Did you talk to her parents?" It's
Hey, listen. Just go down there. We will be out. It ain't nothing, okay?
Let's have a seat.
My dress.
Yeah, you're fine.
No, I need her to pull my. I need her to pull my dress over my knees.
Can you pull her dress up over her
That's
knees?
her dad. Hold on, dad and mom stand over there. Everybody else, back up from me.
Back up. She's an adult. She's an adult. I will talk to everybody else later.
Come on, y'all see the aggressiveness? Just be smart this time. Back the fuck up.
Sorry. It's fine. I appreciate your help.
How old are you? Trying to do this.
I mean, they weren't really aggressive.
I know there's a lot going on. How old are you?
20. I'll be 29 tomorrow.
29. Here's the deal.
This is cutting my neck.
I can try to put it right there. There were allegations of threats made that you said you were going to put her in the ground next to her husband.
I haven't even made contact with her.
There-
She wouldn't even let me in the building.
Right.
I ain't made contact.
Well, we're
Everybody
here.
out here
We're
can tell
hearing
you
it
that.
otherwise, okay? And so she's going to have to go down. She's going to have to press charges and that kind of stuff. Right now, you're going to go with us. Okay? So that's what it is the threats. It's menacing. You're threatening to kill her. by putting her in the
Do
ground.
I really look like
I know emotions are high. There's a lot of different stuff going on, but this is what's
everybody
this is
out here
what's
can tell you I ain't saying nothing. That's his sister right there.
right.
Like,
So that's where we're at today. Okay.
That's the thing. When she told me, like, you know, I can go in there between 4 and 4:10 to see. I said, okay. She said they just want you to, you know, leave for right now till everybody leave. I said, okay. That was my car I was getting into,
Right.
but everybody is leaving at the same time
Right.
and passing in front of my car. I can't hit nobody trying to get out, and then I'm not
Right.
driving. So you asked me to leave, which she told somebody else. She told somebody else
Right.
that, you know, that she was
Right.
gonna let me see, and that, you know,
Right.
she just wanted me to leave for now. I was okay with that. Okay. But I couldn't get out. Clear, when y'all even walked over there, y'all see it was a car blocking my car.
Right. There's stuff. Right.
So how am I? You
But
asked me to leave. How am I supposed
Right.
to leave if I can't even get in my vehicle?
And
get
we
out?
didn't ask you to leave.
No,
we
not
didn't-
y'all. I'm saying
I know.
she did.
And we didn't tell you or nothing like that.
No, that's fine.
The reason you're going to go down today is because of the threats. Now, here's what happens. She has to go down and talk to the prosecutor. If she follows through with the charges, that's on that. It's going to be a misdemeanor. Your people can bail you out within an hour or so, okay?
And how
And
much is
handle
that
the
gonna
stuff
be?
through in courts.
And how much is that gonna be? So I can let my family know.
I don't know the specifics. I don't want to give you a dollar amount and promise you something that's not true.
So can you let my family know that?
Yeah, we can let your mom and them know that, hey, you're going to go down. It's a misdemeanor charge. They should be able to bail you out within about an hour or two, okay? But the sooner that we can get you down there and get that process started without having to deal with emotions
So
and
is
everybody
somebody
here.
gonna call them? Like, can y'all get one of their numbers to
make a phone call.
Alright.
You'll be able to make a phone call. You know
I
their
just
numbers.
know my mom's. I don't.
That's
just
about
my
the only
mom's.
family member I know is my mom.
I just know my mom's number by heart.
Will that work?
Okay.
I can write a phone number down for you. And
My mama answer. Mom, just stay with Cupcake for me, please. Mom, I'll be alright. They just said, give me an hour or two. I'll be alright. Just give me an hour or two. Y'all can come get me. Only number I know is my mom. So y'all need to stay with my mama.
But here's what I'll caution you guys with, okay? Regardless of what's going on with this other girl and that kind of stuff, we don't need additional drama with the family stuff. You know what I mean?
It's not.
Let's let the courts handle the
If you
stuff.
really want to be technical, it's her people's. It's her own people's. I done had a whole dude out here threaten me. I didn't call the police because I know emotions is high.
Right.
That's the thing. I'm not that type of person.
Right. I understand, and I'm not saying you are. You know what I mean? We're
I'm
caught in the middle.
I'm in a whole dress and sandals. Like.
All right, I'm going to shut the door, okay?
Dayton Police Department.
well, right now it's not about the intimidation.
She's going to get a misdemeanor.
This is my attorney. Can y'all tell her what she's being charged with? I'm trying to help her get out.
Well, man, talking
I'm
about
not
an
talking
attorney.
to your attorney. We're dealing with her.
I'm trying to represent her, get her some help to
Basically,
get out.
threats were made.
You're not an attorney.
We're addressing the threats right now.
You got to contact her.
So about what we say doesn't count because she didn't threaten nobody.
Well, we've got the victim and witnesses who say they saw and heard the threats. So
She didn't threaten nobody.
I understand that's what you believe. I
That's
understand,
what
but
I
we have to
know.
go. We have to go based off what our victim and
I know.
witnesses say.
Okay, so forget about
that'll be
the
for the
rest.
court. That'll be for the courts to decide.
That'll be up to the courts.
I know,
So
but
you guys will
Their
go to
party
court.
has to go down and press charges, okay? It's a misdemeanor charge. She'll be able to be bailed out within about an hour or so. And then at that point, whether people get protection orders and keep away from each other and that kind of stuff. I know this is a situation where...
So why this can be just a citation?
How y'all think that the police officers are handling this? Because, I mean, they started out pretty hot. They started out, I'm not going to lie, they came in pretty hot with it, you know? Like, no questions asked, straight to the cuffs.
Because it's not a citation.
This is threats were made. We don't write citations for threats.
Hey, Mom, I called my attorney Slicer. He said 25 to get her out, but I'm just trying to see what she's going to be charged with first. You hear me?
It'll be menacing.
Okay. It's going to be a misdemeanor charge. Okay. So it's not a felony, but it's the process we have to go through. Okay. I mean, she's been cooperative. She's not picking up any charges from us. And then all that the funeral home asks is the rest of her family just to
Take these off my head and give them to my mom.
I can. Do you want me to take your jewelry as well?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Is this your mom right here in the
Yes, that's my mom. No, it's not gonna hurt. You can pull it. Pull it. It's okay. that boat tank. It's only 2 of them that's gonna slide over my neck.
Okay, the bigger ones?
The bigger ones are gonna slide over. The other one is not.
The other one, okay.
That one is
The jail
slide.
will put that in your property then? Yeah, it's not back there.
Then I'll do the
Yeah, they've
order.
been
I'll do the
like,
ordering
very
part for her.
like cooperative
I just
and
wanna get
helping
you
out,
her out
like,
of
making
here.
sure she's comfortable with the whole thing, you know.
If you have to do the booking screen down there at the jail, it's fine. It's Archie. Husband dies and wife's here at the funeral and alleged girlfriend shows up. She made the comments and it was confirmed by funeral home staff about, I'm going to put you in the ground next to him, so everybody's carrying guns. They don't want her side of the family here, so.
Her side being girlfriend or wife?
Girlfriend.
Okay.
So, and they continued to stay here, surprisingly, when we were inside getting all the information. So, she's just going to go down for misdemeanor. Once we took her into custody, I mean, everybody swells around.
Did the rest of the family leave?
Most all of them did. That's mom and dad and brother. Where's she?
Don't leave before I leave.
This is the report number. We're going to need you to go down to the prosecutor's office tomorrow, 8:30 in the morning. Talk to the prosecutor. So that's going to be at address is 335 West 3rd Street. 3rd floor, talk to the prosecutor. I'm taking her to jail. The rest of the family members left. But if you don't go down and press the charges, nothing happens. Follow through with protection orders and stuff like that.
I was supposed to do that this morning. I swear to God, my uncle took me downtown to get the papers. They told me the magistrate wasn't seeing nobody today until like 2:30, and I'm like, I won't even be.
Yeah, you're doing this. So unfortunately, this happened before that. But go down tomorrow.
The suspect was taken to the local jail where she was charged with assault on a peace officer, aggravated menacing, and obstructing official business. The charges for assault and menacing were dismissed, and the case is currently pending. Write a comment below and let us know what you think about the situation. We've all seen...
What assault did she do to a peace officer? Because I'm really confused by this. We didn't see her attack nobody. She went willingly for everything. Like, she literally just went with it. Like, all right. Well, we're going to roll to the next one.
See if he can.
Walmart cashiers goes crazy after she gets caught stealing.
Yeah, I do. I'm young. I'm 20 years old.
Okay.
I like to party.
Oh, my cousin Greg that's tatted on me, G. I did not hit her.
I got up, and that's when he did all this, everything.
It's the biggest shopping day of the year in Joliet.
Chat, what are we getting into? Why did she throw herself at the wall like that?
At Illinois, where one Walmart employee's sticky fingers may not have been from Thanksgiving leftovers.
All right, Deja. So they got you on camera, basically taking money from the register, putting it in your pocket.
Money? Where?
Yeah. They got you on camera. Would you be able to empty out your pockets?
And my money.
Okay, can you take that out?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Our suspect can be seen here pulling out some questionable cash from her vest pocket. Let's see what happens next.
That's it.
Do you have anything else in your pockets?
No, sir. I mean, no, ma'am.
Okay, I'm gonna have you go ahead and place your items right there. I'm gonna have you turn and face the wall right here. I'm gonna pat you down. You got nothing on you?
Which pocket did she put
Take
in?
put your hands behind your head, or like
This one?
behind your head.
Police identify the cashier as 20-year-old Daja Holly. Walmart employees claim she stole money from registers multiple times. Investigators confront Daja with evidence, and you'll see how that goes.
I didn't take anything. I have my own money.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's on camera.
Can I see for myself?
Please.
I'm going to show you the pictures just to show them. There's a camera.
And it didn't look. I know it's a rare commodity for people to like have cash on them and stuff like that. But you know, what if she did? You know, benefit of the doubt. What if she did have cash on her?
Like literally right.
I know that, of course.
So here's the times that I guess you were taking it the other days, right? The other days? Okay.
I can't see nothing. I see me taking money out.
Daja's asked to write a statement about what happened with the money.
What I'm going to need you to do is write a statement about why you have this money and explain to us what has happened on these previous days.
How can I know what happened if it looked like I'm taking money out of the drawer?
I'm just letting you know, it's all in video, okay? So I need you to write a statement about what has happened with this money that we have missing from your registers that you've been on. Okay?
Like, what do I'm confused. What do
So you
Do y'all think she had that money?
I hear him.
Okay.
Do y'all think she took the
Like,
money?
y'all gonna make me mad. I'm being calm right now because I'm trying to see what's going on.
With our confused culprit growing increasingly agitated, it isn't long until the situation escalates.
Okay.
I'm confused. Can I put my stuff back up here
No,
now?
just leave him up there.
This is my that I bought for my
Okay, ma'am.
Write the
listen.
statement.
We're gonna.
This is
keep your
my stuff
out.
though. What y'all
Okay, right now you're in
mean?
custody. Okay. So I need you to
Custody
get
for
your
what?
stuff out. All right, just write the statement. That's fine.
Like, this is my stuff I bought with my money. Why
Okay,
can't I put
so
it
then
back
write
in
that
my-
on the statement.
I
so that we
am.
can- okay, you don't need to yell at me. Do what they're
I'm
told
grown
you
as
to do.
hell. Don't talk to me how I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to you how
Right now you're
calm.
still at work, so you're gonna
I
do
know
what
that.
work's gonna ask
I
you to do, and is to write that
I
statement.
am, but
So
let them, my people, the people that I'm working for, let them talk to me, please.
okay,
Y'all
well,
don't
they
have
called
to.
us to assist, so now we're here. So now you're gonna write that statement.
Y'all putting on, like, come on, man.
Moments later, Daja gets a case of writer's block.
Just write what happened. It's already documented. It's already in video.
I want to see what happened. That's why
I'm telling you what happened.
I'm not talking to y'all, please.
I'm talking to you.
But I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to him.
I'm telling you what's happened. Okay.
Okay, but like, what?
Seen on
How
video,
am I?
taking money from the registers and putting it in your
So
vest
that's
pocket.
what y'all seen,
Okay, chat.
and that's what I didn't do.
Okay. Well, it's on video.
Okay, I want
It's
to
on
see the video.
Well, I'm telling you. I'm telling you what's on video. Okay.
It's okay. I don't want to write no statement.
Daja's asked to turn in her work property when she comes up with a question of her own for officers.
I don't come here just to look at videos.
So what y'all finna do?
Arrest you.
Arrest me?
Yeah. So you're gonna do what they told you to do: is get back. On
Why
the
is y'all arresting me?
Because you're under arrest for stealing.
I didn't steal anything.
Okay, just take off your vest so then we can get out of here.
Okay, can I go home? I didn't steal. Like, I'm not even from out here.
You work for it?
Bro, don't touch me. I gotta get my.
Ooh.
I gotta get my stuff.
You're under arrest.
Bro, I'm not even. Hold on, I'm not still. Okay. I'm telling you. Okay. You just broke my. Okay. Can I turn around?
Arm.
Stop resisting.
You want to get tased? Get on the ground. Give me your hands.
Put your hands behind your back, or I'm gonna tase you.
You're hurting me.
Fine.
No, he's hurting me. Oh, y'all serious
Now
right
you're under arrest
now?
for resisting.
What you mean? I'm just finna turn around, y'all. Can I get my belongings? Can I get my belongings?
Our suspect notices her nail was broken in the scuffle when things take another turn.
I'm trying to, like, what the? Y'all just overdid it. Ooh, you just literally broke my.
32.
Oh, y'all serious? I'm showing the out of y'all. What you mean?
Get off the ground.
This right here is the worst thing you can do in this situation. We gotta learn, people.
I swear to God, y'all fool, boy. Stop resisting.
Y'all did this, bro. Y'all did this.
Just calm down.
Y'all murdered me.
A lot of noise in the background. Did you say?
Y'all calm down, please.
Calm down.
Damn, bro.
Stop the system.
You doing it? Stop. You white ass.
West Coast. 10 for 1 officer in there. 10 for West Cover. I'll put you on it.
32 is no rush. You're good.
You need 10-9. You say rush or no?
This bitch barely broke my nail, yes. Ooh. Ooh, bro.
32, son of 52 too. She's bleeding.
You did it.
You
Why? No, I did it.
Yes, you did.
No, I promise I did it.
Okay.
And she's young.
Stop tensing up your hands.
It burned, man. Like, I'm not doing any. Y'all already got me in the handcuffs. Where can I go?
You're getting an ambulance to get checked out. Just calm down.
What? Like, that don't even make sense. Y'all hurt me and then put me in an ambulance. What?
You're bleeding. That's why you're getting.
Y'all did this, bro. After the fact,
why did you resist arrest?
I did it.
Okay.
I did it. I asked,
So
like,
you
can I
throwing the
get my
phone at her?
thing?
So you throwing your phone at
I
her?
did. Oh my granny, oh my cousin
on
granny
video.
that's tatted on me, G.
It's on
I did
video.
not hit her.
Well, you're on body camera, so.
Wait, y'all did all that. After the fact, I asked her politely, can I go in the back and get my thing?
Medics arrived to check out Daja's hand. Hey, I want to thank Upside for sponsoring this body keep gross on Shwani side to find out screen regal.
Okay.
Nope.
That's really
No, scoop past that.
Thank you. You want to go to the hospital and get checked out?
No.
Okay. How about we cover that up so it doesn't bleed all over, okay? Sounds good?
Looks like our suspect is getting her mani-cured. Let's jump ahead. Officers arrive with those belongings she mentioned before.
John, you want to take that? Yeah, let's put it in your car.
I know.
Cool, sorry.
Look, you're good.
Y'all think they gonna find something in the bag? I'm hoping that they don't. They already got her for several charges already.
He's got to make sure there's no weapons in it.
Did you catch that? In true Walmart fashion, let's roll that back. Police discover another $100 bill in the suspect's purse. And that's not all.
He's got to make sure there's no weapons in it.
Probably made because I get on the bus.
That's fine.
And that's the locker. Y'all want y'all locker back? I mean, yeah, the locker.
Yeah.
No, she can do that.
You got ID in your purse?
Yeah.
She's going on to Indiana.
No, that's not my ID. That's not my ID.
Where's your ID at?
It's with pink hair.
What is this one? Why you got Indiana?
It's my fake ID.
I'm not even gonna say anything, chat.
Yeah, I know.
Daja admits to having a fake ID in her purse, or two?
Can I go through it myself?
Is this another? Oh, this is fake as shit.
Yeah. Can I go through it myself?
And she laughing.
You're in custody right now.
I'm trying to help you.
I found it. Pink hair. There you go.
Y'all, you don't to go through all my stuff.
I just gotta make sure there's no weapons.
Ain't no
That's
weapons,
it.
ma'am. I don't do none of that. And you can put my IDs back in there.
Investigators look to recover that money found in the suspect's purse.
Was there another $100 in there?
There was.
That's mine. That is mine. I just took my. I can show y'all the transaction that I just took my money out my account. That is mine. Literally.
When you go to court,
That is mine. I just took it out my transaction this morning.
Well, guess what? The bank has transaction history and all that stuff.
Yes, and I can show y'all.
Well, then you could print that out and bring it to court, and then you.
But that is.
We'll bring it too. We'll bring it too.
What you mean? Bring it. That is mine. I have a bill to pay, and that's why I took it out my transaction.
I've seen nothing.
And as for those fake IDs,
Get it out of your bank account. You show that transaction. We got our videos.
What the fuck, bro?
Yep, some taking them.
Oh, good. Yours, and we'll get back to you. Okay,
I can't. How I'm gonna get it back? I'm confused.
So you have fake IDs.
Yeah, I do. I'm young. I'm 20 years old.
Okay.
I like to party. I like to.
Yeah, but it's legal.
Okay, I don't give a. Y'all can throw them away. Y'all got my real ID.
Oh no, they're not getting thrown away.
Whatever y'all gonna do it, I'm getting charged with it.
You absolutely are. That's forgery.
Okay.
Felony charges.
Okay.
Did y'all see?
It's legal.
Okay, I don't give a. Y'all can throw them away. Y'all got my real ID.
Oh no, they're not getting thrown away.
Whatever y'all gonna do it, I'm getting charged with
The fist bump. Come
it.
You absolutely are. That's forgery.
Okay.
It's felony charges.
Okay. Okay.
You're not gonna get a break sitting here fighting with officers.
I'm not fighting. I was never even fighting them. I asked them nicely, can I get my things? And he right here, he broke my nail at some more. And you
put
can,
your hands behind your back when he told you to?
Okay. I was right here. When I was right here, I got up. And that's when he did all this, everything. I don't have to lie about that.
That's fine.
He know what he did.
He knows it's wrong.
Chicago police never.
those IDs may be illegal, but they're actually pretty impressive to investigators.
Well, I mean, these are pretty good. Alright, that car's gonna go into lead for DUI hold and for owner not being present. And then
I don't know. That one looks kind of fake, honestly.
It looks. I don't know,
You
but
can tell it's fake because it's a picture. That's it.
I'll tell you this: getting into a bar, this isn't.
Yeah,
this
it's
is
probably
fun.
yeah.
Oh, here. I don't do nothing else with them but get in that. And I use my regular ID for everything else.
Sounds like our suspect may be checking out with more than just a theft charge. Before heading off to jail, the former cashier has one more trick up her sleeve.
Hey, you can't be on your watch.
I'm touching me, bro. I'm trying to take my.
Calls when
Bro,
you get down
watch
to jail.
out. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Leave me alone, bro.
Do I have to take off the watch? Do I have to take off the watch?
Okay, bro. Leave me alone, bro.
Stop getting on the watch.
I'm trying to test my whole.
You'll be able to make calls once you get down to jail.
No, I can make a call now.
No, you can't.
What?
I don't think you understand that you're under arrest.
I don't give a you.
Okay.
Hope that's recorded.
It is.
Okay. And I bet you I get out.
No, you probably will. I'm not going to deny that.
Minutes later, officers arrive to escort Deja out.
All right, well, we're ready to transport you, so will you behave? Will you be good? Okay.
Christmas time? Got the little bell thing. Y'all remember the little Santas with the little bells that ring up outside of Walmart we used to go?
Did you park far?
Deja is led out to a
Salvation
patrol
Army?
car, taken to jail, and booked for theft, aggravated assault on a peace officer, and resisting arrest. She later pled not guilty to the charges. That case is still pending.
Just watch your head, okay? I'm gonna put a seatbelt over you.
Thank you.
All right. We'll do one more video and we're going to call it for the night. We'll do this.
It was supposed to be a beautiful Easter morning in 2021. What happened next would never be forgotten for this family.
We weren't getting a pulse on these people.
We've been tracking this case for the last 2.5 years. After dozens of open records requests and the hiring of an attorney, we finally obtained the records related to this tragic incident and go in depth on the story behind it. 911 calls detail the seriousness behind what took place.
April 4, 2021, 10:32:35.
Police and fire, what's the address of your emergency?
Yes, there's been a severe car accident on
Where?
Highway 42.
What's the cross
County
street?
Road 42. What's the cross street?
Bubble Barn.
Bubble Barn.
County Road 5.
County Road 5.
Okay, how many vehicles?
Happened. Two vehicles.
Is
Very,
anybody
very
injured?
bad.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, what kind of injuries?
We don't know. We're driving past it.
But they're completely totaled.
completely
It looks like it's
totaled.
going to start on fire. Okay, you're not. Are you there anymore?
No, we've driven by.
Okay, stop. They've been on the way this entire time. This is just getting more information for them for when they arrive, okay? Like I said, we have a lot of help on the way. Thank you for calling.
Yep, thank you.
10:32:39.
911, is this a life or death emergency?
Yes, it is. There's a car crash on 42, like right by the gas station.
42, hold on. 42 and what?
But I don't know. Whatever's by the bubble
What
bar.
happened?
The red car was turning like by the
Tell me what happened. Accident or I can't understand.
A car crash.
you.
Yes, a car crash.
Is
a car
anyone
crash.
injured?
Yes.
Okay, is it blocking traffic? I need someone to talk to me.
The car's on fire. There's one car on fire.
A car's on fire from it? Which car's on fire?
The white car. The Chrysler car's on fire.
Okay, do you see flames or just smoke?
Yes, there's flames and smoke.
Okay, is anyone in the vehicle that's on fire?
No, not in the vehicle, but the car and the SUV, there's somebody that is not conscious.
Just stay on the line with me. I have lots of help on the way. Are you involved or are you just passerby?
No, I'm a passerby, but my friend's brother and sister were in the car that just got hit.
Court testimony held at a later date details the moments before officers arrived. After witnessing a horrific crash, witnesses say they approached the white vehicle and found one passenger to be severely injured, but alive. Bystanders pulled her out of the car while it was on fire, likely saving her life. She would not have been able to do this on her own due to her injuries, which included a broken ankle, broken backbones, and 2 broken ribs. She also suffered from a deep laceration caused by the seatbelt into her stomach, exposing her intestines underneath her shirt. The driver of that same vehicle was able to get out on his own and sustained minor injuries. As officers arrive, they witness the injured passenger on the ground and recognize that civilians have stepped up to help.
Hello, thanks for attending to her.
Their next priority is to check on the occupants of the red vehicle. The damage is plainly obvious, as the red vehicle was struck with such a force that it was ripped into 2 pieces.
Is everyone out? You think everyone's out here? There's one in here. Okay. I didn't feel a pulse though. Okay.
No fire extinguishers? I'm not too concerned about that. Is there still a person in here?
2 in here. Yeah, the driver and one in the back seat.
Chat, there's 2 people in that car.
85, I'm arriving. Headed to Bonfield.
45, 122 for 86. We've got 2 trapped inside of a vehicle that'll need to be pried out. I don't know if they've got either of the 2 have a pulse. No. Okay. I understand your concern. Yeah. I'll just have you wait back here. Thank you.
I'm not getting a pulse on the back seat.
These people aren't coming out of this vehicle, right? Nope. Am I seeing that right? Okay. Yep. All right. I appreciate your assistance. Thank you.
I'm a former EMT.
Oh, you are? All right. All right, and we know that nobody's in this one?
Everybody out?
Okay, we're clear here.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to try to maintain some kind of a perimeter here.
Who's in
the car.
She was in the car. I'll give it to you later. Please get them to the hospital now. I will give it to you. I will give it to you all right now. Just get them to the hospital now. She's a huge cut right here on her neck.
Well, did you see what happened, or you just hear videoing?
I just saw this and I came over.
Okay, so you did see it happen, or you didn't?
No, I didn't see the accident.
Okay, all right. Right behind you. Is there anything I can do to help get this person out?
Can you check a pulse on that?
We weren't getting a pulse on these people.
She needs to. That's the only thing I got. Do that.
Can we call somebody?
Were you in the car?
Were you in the car? The passenger or the driver?
She's a passenger.
Miss, can I just have you switch your keys right quick? See the stretcher? Let me have that stretcher. Yes, please. See if we can get an ID on these two passengers.
This is her sister. She wasn't in the car. She was in a different car. Her sister was in the white car.
I just need her sister's name.
Sienna.
Officers gathered information and got most of the story put together. The individuals in the red car, Dalton and Taylor, were struck by the white car, driven by Leon Bond III with his twin sister, Sienna, in the front passenger seat. Their older sister, Camille Lachey Dennis Bond, was driving alongside them in a separate and seemingly uninvolved black vehicle with her best friend in the passenger seat, Lynn. Lynn was the one to make the 911 call at the beginning of this video. After the crash, Camille stopped down the street in the middle of the road and ran towards the accident on foot. According to court testimony, Camille got out of the car so fast she forgot to put the car in park, but Lynn noticed and did it for her from the passenger seat. Officers quickly realized this may be a criminal investigation involving multiple fatalities and that extreme speeds were likely involved. Accordingly, they quickly identify Camille as a key person of interest. Officers will eventually obtain video evidence of the crash itself to further support Camille's involvement. We will go over that footage later in this video.
Ma'am, can't go over there right now. We got a car on fire. It's not safe.
It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. I know, baby. It's gone. It's gone. Yeah, it's okay. I don't know. I'm making sure that car up there.
Sure, 770.
Here, Camille is immediately placing blame on the other driver. She doesn't hesitate to use profanities towards Taylor, who she incorrectly believes was driving the red car.
I think we're going to call 1072. Okay. 45-122. There's going to be two 1072s.
Officers unfortunately discover the two individuals in the red car, Dalton Lee Ford and Taylor Nicole Garza, have been killed in the crash. The couple was 22 years old. They had plans to celebrate Easter with their families that morning.
3 people are out here taking pictures of the dead person.
Holy disrespect. Well, and I asked all of them, did you see what happened? Or are you just here to video? Yeah. I was doing their commentary and
Yeah, witnesses over here. Okay.
But sadly, that's the world we live in, where anything goes on, instead of making sure everything's all right or the people are good, we gon' just record it. I ain't got no business being here, but I'm gonna record it.
So we'll need to start talking to them. Okay. Hey.
Officers begin questioning witnesses to hopefully figure out exactly what happened.
So whenever we get another...
Can you hold foot back?
Y'all didn't like wipe his face off. You got flash drive. Yeah, we were all going. We're going back to my house so we can get dressed and go. It's okay, baby.
Ma'am, I can't even go over here right now.
Wait, right here by the KFC.
Have them meet you down at Caribou.
Yeah. I had to get him out. I didn't even park my car. It was falling down the hill. I had to get him out. How did it better be dead?
She's
Hey man, can I get the phone you had? Your friend would like it back. Yeah.
understand like family getting hurt, like lost in the family and stuff like that. But she's like taking it up a little bit too much.
It should have been with her. It was hitting you too, but it didn't.
You have a ride coming?
My mom is here, but her car is up there.
Okay. Is your car still drivable?
My car is fine. Is she dead? Is she dead? That's all I need to know.
I have no idea.
Well, she better be. If she's not, I'm stuck in her head. I'm going to my car. I'm going to my car.
Why don't we wait here for a second?
No.
I don't think you're able to.
Yes, I am. I'm fine.
No, I don't think you're
I'm
able
going
to
to my
drive home.
sister. I'm going to my sister. Camille, she left. Camille, she left.
She's gone. Yeah, that's that one.
My car is fine though. That's what I'm saying. It's fine. I'm not moving here. I just need my food and my shoes.
That's what I'm gonna get for you.
Okay.
Just stay right here, please.
Hi, I'm Matt. I know.
Look at my baby.
I'm sorry.
Is she dead?
She keep asking this.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm very sorry I can't give that information, but we just want you to be safe right now.
I'm fine. I just want my stuff. I'm not going anywhere.
This must be really hard.
Yeah.
Looks like
You need to get my phone.
Okay. Your car might be locked, so we can't.
It's not. My keys are in the car. It's not gonna lock.
Okay. Where's your phone?
It's in the car. It's connected to the. It's connected to a white plug.
Okay.
I have to get it. My mom's gonna call me.
I think he has it. It's with your shoes.
Yeah.
I see it in his hand.
Excuse my language. I'm sorry. Excuse my language. But the tried to hit him. They tried to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But they tried to hit him.
Easy. Right here. You're the auntie? Okay. Alright, go right over there.
Where's my baby? They went to the hospital.
They went to Richmond.
Okay, yeah, gotta go.
And they're both?
The passengers in the white car are okay.
What about the people?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
Let's just get you off this.
I gotta go.
I need everybody to go on the other side of the road.
I'm going to the hospital. I'm going to the hospital. I work there.
We'll get it taken care of, man.
Okay. All right, I gotta go get my truck over there.
Okay.
Sterling, you stay with me.
Okay. Let me walk with you.
Okay. Oh my God.
All right, guys, do we want to move?
Nancy showed up and she perfectly fine. She actually
They're either going to Hennepin or Ridgeview. Ridgeview is closer.
I was told that Tiana was going to Ridgeview Medical because this is both of her children.
Yeah, so then they're going to Ridgeview, which is in Burnsville.
They're going to the Ridgeview Hospital that's in Burnsville.
And that's why I hope that.
Yes, the one in Burnsville, my
I hope that she is because she
Why is
was
his car like that?
because the tried to beat him.
Can you talk to her?
Chat, I'm sorry, but she's like really getting to me with this.
Because she just said that they just passed that hospital.
She tried to beat him, and then I tried to go around her so he wouldn't hit her.
They went to county in Minneapolis.
They both went to county in Minneapolis.
And she tried to beat him
Guys,
still.
let's move to this
And then
next
she tried to go around him.
I don't know why they
We're
took
just
him
gonna try
over
and
there,
clear up the
Mama. I
road,
don't
okay?
know.
Leon is fine, but Sienna has a big cut right here. Her knee's gonna come out of it.
Camille's sitting with you.
We're still, we have to wait for the medical examiner to get here before we can touch any of the cars. You could expedite, we're gonna go 10-15 with this thing now. So what was your first name?
Camille.
Okay, Camille, here's what's gonna happen is we're gonna be placing you under arrest.
Why?
For criminal vehicular operation.
How?
Well, you were racing your brother.
No, I was not.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We have to examine all of our phones and that type of stuff. So, like I said, we can go two ways. If we have to put you in handcuffs, we're gonna take it.
She did all that, and she was the cause of it. She was racing her brother. She acted like
Back to our station to talk to you.
Nobody was racing. We were going 65.
Okay. So, I understand that.
No.
Okay, so you think you're going 65?
We weren't even going that fast, and I watched it. That's the thing. I watched it.
Okay.
And he was even behind me.
So who squealed out at the intersection there? Do you
What
know?
was that?
Who squealed out back at that intersection way down there? Did
That
you have a
was-
witness that said that somebody did smoke pouring over the tires? and
No,
stuff?
we did not. We left at the same time. Nobody had wheels nor nothing.
Okay.
That whoever told you that is lying.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna say it like this: whoever told you who said that,
most likely it's probably white, and I know it is.
This wouldn't be the first time Camille has claimed being prejudiced against while being accused of a crime. Before the day of the crash, Camille held several speeding tickets in her records, even though she was just 19 years old. Her first ticket listed she was traveling 50 miles an hour in a 30-mile-an-hour zone, 20 miles over the speed limit. Her second speeding charge was for going 58 miles in a 45-mile-an-hour zone, 13 miles over the speed limit. However, the ticket details that she was very argumentative with the officer in this situation. The report shares that she argued she was pulled over due to her loud music and her being black, then claimed she was traveling that speed on a hill, and then when the officer handed her the ticket, she crumpled it up and tossed it into the passenger seat of her vehicle. Her third ticket was listed as duty to drive with due care speed, where no specific speed data is cited. More details on more of her tickets will be covered shortly.
We were not racing, no, none of that.
You weren't racing at
No,
all? Okay.
I told him, for a simple fact, I'm gonna tell you just like this. For a simple fact, we are black. It is a nice day outside.
She's 19.
I know that the police are out. We see the state troopers out. We were not going fast. I said, we're gonna just go the speed limit up here. He said, okay. His car has more horsepower than mine does. Okay. So obviously it's gonna sound like it because I know how the engine sounds. Okay. And I'm gonna spit fact. My car is slow. Okay. But I was in front, so he knows I was in front.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm gonna be in front because he's gonna follow my lead. We were not going fast. She gassed on it. When I mean she gassed on it, she didn't see him because he was behind me. Actually, my car was up there, but I moved it up here because it was rolling back and it was still in drive. Don't want to mess up my transmission. She gassed on it to try to beat him.
Okay, so I appreciate you telling me all that type of stuff. So, like I said, our process is this, okay?
Please don't do that.
So,
I'm already black and it already looks bad
it
enough.
has nothing to do with race, man. We have 2 people that are dead right now caused by an accident.
Because she gassed on it.
Okay.
That has nothing to do with me and my brother.
Okay.
We were not speeding. Okay. What do you not understand?
You know what the speed limit is on here?
Yes, it's 55. We were going 60.
Okay.
It's not my problem that she wanted to be a dumb bitch and try to beat us. Okay. That's not my problem. Okay. You placing me under arrest for something that we did not do? We have digital dashes, bro.
We're going to get all that.
We have digital dashes. So therefore, we were going 60.
So you don't have to yell at me.
I have to because you don't understand.
Okay, so here's what is going to happen.
No, I'm not. Okay. You're not placing me under arrest or anything.
Okay, sorry.
Yes. Baby, I love you. I love all of you guys.
Stay there.
Rick, stay, please, baby.
You're going to be in handcuffs in a minute if you don't stay over there.
Please, baby, I love you guys. I love all you guys.
I think something might be wrong with her
I love you, Mom. Yep. Yeah, and yes, they did use force, and I was not resisting.
So, miss, what we'll do is we'll take a statement from you and everything you said.
Can you take me out of these, please?
When we get back to our station, okay?
Love you guys.
Can you, Jay, you want to pat her down quick?
I don't have anything.
I know, I gotta make sure.
There's nothing in my ass. I need to got no drawers off.
Just listen. Okay.
I need to got no f***ing drawers off.
Okay.
While both Leon and Camille were arrested that day, they were both released shortly after pending charges. However, prosecutors did charge and arrested the driver of the white vehicle that made contact in the crash, Leon Bond III, who faced charges 6 months later. Leon was ultimately tried as a juvenile. This was despite the efforts to try him as an adult, including a delinquency petition and a petition for adult verification, both of which were denied. Because he was tried as a juvenile, the details surrounding his case are not readily available or public. However, we do know some things, which includes a peek into Leon's school history with fights. One appellate case reveals that Leon's mother legally went after a school official when he attempted to prevent a fight that involved Leon, his 2 sisters, and another student. The case accuses the school official of dislocating Leon's arm while attempting to prevent the fight. This case was ultimately denied by the court due to there being a lack of willful or malicious wrong in the school official's actions. While Leon's case was being determined, Camille was also charged 6 months after the crash with charges surrounding her direct involvement by drag racing. During that 6-month period before her arrest, Camille got pulled over and charged for driving on a revoked license. Her license was revoked due to her failing to address her 3 previous speeding charges. She then got another speeding ticket that listed her going 59 miles an hour in a 35.
Why do we keep letting her get behind the wheel? Like, why?
mile-an-hour zone, 24 miles over the speed limit. In that pullover, she stated she was going downhill as the reason she was traveling so fast. In October of 2021, she was issued an arrest warrant and faced 2 counts of third-degree murder, 2 counts of criminal vehicular homicide, 1 count of criminal vehicular operation resulting in great bodily harm, and 1 count of careless driving. The warrant she was issued revealed more details surrounding the incident, including a deeper look into post-event interviews and forensic research. The report detailed surveillance footage that shows the intersection they started the race at. Witness testimony shares that the two exchanged a conversation here pertaining to whose car could accelerate faster. After that alleged conversation, the 2 cars take off well ahead of the other vehicles surrounding them. Another surveillance camera captures the impact. Moments before, you can see just how long it takes for this uninvolved vehicle to enter the right side of the frame and pass the area where the crash happens. When Camille and Leon's vehicles zoom by moments later, it takes roughly half the time. A crash reconstruction report reveals data obtained by the airbag control module in Leon's vehicle. The report indicated Leon and his sister Camille, who was traveling alongside him, were going 114 miles per hour just 5 seconds before the crash, 64 miles over the posted 50-mile-an-hour speed limit. Court documents also indicated Leon and Camille were over 3 football fields away when Dalton and Taylor started to take the turn. They traveled roughly 3/4 of a mile after taking off from the intersection before crashing. Her and her brother's vehicle were traveling between 93 and 106 miles an hour before Leon's vehicle struck Dalton and Taylor. The day after her arrest on October 29, 2021, Camille posted a $75,000 non-cash bond, which came with conditions that notably did not exclude her driving privileges, allowing her to drive despite the seriousness behind her case. 2 months after her release on bond, court records indicate she got in a car accident where she claimed another driver was at fault. She issued a small claims case to the court for the other individual to pay a sum greater than $4,500. In the following year, she won this court case due to the other party not showing up. She was given yet another speeding ticket in May of 2022. This time, she was caught going 83 miles an hour in a 60-mile-an-hour zone, 23 miles over the speed limit. In this pullover, the ticket cites that Camille was unaware of the speed limit, cried, and explained to the officer that she had a bad experience with law enforcement before and was afraid of cops. State records allegedly showed her car's registration was expired despite the stickers on her car displaying she was up to date. In January of 2023, 3 months shy of 2 years after the car crash, news reports indicate that Camille's brother Leon pled guilty to 2 counts of third-degree murder. He was sentenced to 25 years of prison that same month. Because inmates only have to serve 2/3 of their sentence before transferring to probation, this means he should be out of jail in 16 years and 8 months, or in September of 2039, when he is 36 years old. However, rules apply differently for juvenile cases. Here is an image posted on what appears to be Leon's Facebook page, posted in September of 2023, where he seems to be under house arrest. He proudly holds what looks to be $1,000 in cash with a smile on his face. Because Leon was being tried as a juvenile, he was put on probation until the age of 21, with a stayed sentence of 25 years in prison. As long as Leon doesn't break probation by age 21, his sentence will be considered served. In mid-2024, Leon turned 21 and successfully completed his probation. His sentence for murdering Dalton and Taylor is considered served. His sister, who operated the other racing vehicle, Camille Dennis Bond, faced a slew of charges as an adult for her involvement, making her case information more readily available. Through court deliberations, Camille's defense team would not only argue that she was not at fault due to her not being in the vehicle that struck Taylor and Dalton, but would go as far as to say Dalton should have yielded before the turn, and even suggested Dalton was at fault for the crash. In this section of the video, we will cover the surprising court deliberations that brought the case to its conclusion. In court, several factors were brought to...
What y'all thinking about this video so far? Leave your comments down below for my YouTube people.
light through witness and expert testimonies. While there are some notable instances of witnesses ascribing the scene to being horrific and the worst thing they have ever experienced, some more frustrating revelations deemed that Camille and her brother Leon were not only reckless with their actions, but continued to be reckless after bystanders had told them to slow down prior to the crash. Court testimony details that a bystander noticed descriptions of Camille's and Leon's vehicles traveling at a high rate of speed past her house in a residential neighborhood. This frustrated the witness as it was Easter Sunday, Sunday, and there were children outside. This witness noticed that the pair parked down the street from her residence, so she decided to walk down to the cars to tell them to slow down. This witness's testimony matched the descriptions of Camille, her passenger friend Lynn, and the description of the vehicles Camille and her brother were driving. After the neighbor had spoke to them directly about slowing down, she claims the cars then sped past her on the road as she was walking back to her home, which was an inferred attempt at retaliation. This neighbor then tried calling 911 at 10:28 over their reckless behavior, roughly 4 minutes before the crash happened. Unfortunately, it appears the call didn't connect, and the neighbor decided to let it go, seeing as she only had a partial license plate to work with. A couple days later, when she saw a news article involving the vehicles, she claims to have recognized the plate based off the partial she had, causing her to call the authorities to inform them of the racing activity she saw the pair engaged in earlier that morning. If that wasn't jarring enough, the prosecuting attorney also called up Lynn, the passenger in Camille's car, and revealed Camille and Leon's lack of remorse over the whole situation. Lynn claims that she was best friends with Camille, but ceased the relationship over the morality of the situation. Lynn supported the neighbor's claim that Camille...
Cause, man, oh man, she was not like letting it go. But man,
Camille and Leon were not driving safe in the neighborhood, and confirmed that the neighbor had spoken to both Camille and Leon. She also shared that, in the moments before the pair sped off at the intersection, Camille and Leon exchanged a conversation through their car windows over who could accelerate faster. Camille in past interrogations claimed that this was true, though she informed her brother not to go faster than 55 miles an hour so that they wouldn't be pulled over. Lynn's testimony contradicted that claim, citing the pair never talked about speed limits. During her testimony, Lynn admitted she was scared during her 911 call because she had realized the car Camille was driving could have just as easily impacted Dalton and Taylor's vehicle. She shared that Camille was largely concerned about the damage to the car and the condition of her siblings, but that nobody went to the red car and that Camille was unremorseful. Lynn also detailed that at a time after the crash during a birthday party, Camille and Leon, among other family members, held a conversation blaming the red car for the accident despite their excessive speeds. She further shares that the Bond family seemed to only care about their own family being injured and held no empathy or sadness for Dalton or Taylor's passing. Lynn also cited that she stopped being friends with Camille after the birthday party because she felt sad, traumatized, and remorseful, while Camille felt differently. Other witnesses appeared on the stand to share their opinions of Camille and Leon's driving. One witness shared they told others after witnessing their speeds that they're going to kill somebody moments before the crash. Other witnesses added more claims to Camille's words on scene, including, "The f***ing bitch better be dead or I'll find her and kill her," and "You stupid dumb-ass effing white bitch." Others sharing, "In all the years I've been driving, I've never seen two cars drive like that before." And that witnesses found it jarring. Camille didn't attempt to help her injured sister, but was able to maintain threatening 2 fatal crash victims. The defense's argument that Dalton and Taylor's vehicle should have yielded brought frustrations to witnesses taking the stand, one individual having what appears to be a heated back and forth over...
Did they say anything about like her sister? Like the one that was involved in the crash? Like, is she all right? Did she make it?
For the perceived ridiculousness of his argument, one professional opinion on the stand debunked the defense's right-of-way argument, citing that, statutorily, the right-of-way vehicle loses that claim if they are speeding, and in this case, the vehicles were estimated to be traveling over twice the speed limit. That same professional opinion cited data that showed if the 2 vehicles were not drag racing and were traveling the speed limit, Dalton and Taylor would have easily cleared the intersection without contact. A jury court would unanimously convict her on all of her charges. In closing statements prior to determining Camille's sentencing, countless contributions from the community shared how the case, and particularly the loss of Dalton and Taylor, impacted their lives. Taylor's father shared that he'll never forget the scream his wife, Taylor's mother, let out the day 2 police officers came to their home to inform them of their daughter's death. He shares that the sound still haunts him to that day. Dalton's older brother Dylan, a pastor, shared that if Camille's family remained blind to her guilt, that she would remain guilty on the day of her judgment, and God would strike her down for the murderer that she is. Friends of the family shared frustrations with Leon's light sentence, sharing that they hated the court system for giving him such an easy break. They also shared that rules do not apply to Camille, and that she will kill again. They referenced Camille's lack of remorse, pointing out that Camille turned to her mom, laughing and playing on her phone like it was any other day during breaks in court testimony. Documents revealed that the victim's family had just held a funeral the day prior for Dalton's grandfather. One cousin noted that the last photo they all took together as a family was that day. Veronica, Dalton's mom, pointed out frustrations with Camille's lack of remorse and her continued speeding infractions after the fact. Dalton's father, Jim, highlighted Camille and Leon's previous school fights, along with their alleged fistfight that broke out when they got in an accident with another driver. He also cited her claims of racial prejudice against her to be nothing of the sort when it came to Dalton and Taylor, sharing the pair had gone to Minneapolis in support of George Floyd, that Taylor had continually engaged in Native American culture and reservation programs, and that his son Dalton was involved in a mostly Hmong and Hispanic car club. He also highlights an alleged social media conversation Camille had where she mentioned going drag racing again only 45 days after the crash. Jim also cited numerous individuals who shared stories of Dalton's acceptance and openness to other people. He also mentioned that, shortly after the incident, he and Veronica had discussed a hypothetical scenario. Their scenario involved Camille and Leon's mom, Crystal, coming to their house, apologizing and begging for forgiveness. In this case, Jim claims Veronica would have gave her a hug, invited her into the house for coffee, and discussed the nightmare as mothers, one to another. They purposefully told the court to keep communications open between them and all individuals involved, in case this scenario came to a reality. A year after the incident, once Jim and Veronica saw their hypothetical scenario would never come to existence, they closed communication through the court system. In contrast, when Camille and Leon's mother Crystal took the stand, she denounced the notion that her children should be called murderers, citing a Webster's dictionary definition that mentioned premeditation, even though they were being tried for third-degree murder. She also claimed she feared Camille was going to become the next George Floyd, and said Veronica had, quote, verbally assaulted her for calling her a bad mother a year after the incident. When it came time for sentencing, the judge first cited his reasoning. He shared that, in my 40 years of being involved in the legal business in various aspects, I've never been involved in a case that's affected and impacted so many different people in so many different ways. He also pointed out frustrations that Leon was tried as a juvenile and wouldn't spend a day in prison as long as he abides by his probation conditions. Before sharing the sentencing, he told Camille directly, I think you're in deep denial about what exactly your role played in this event. For her third-degree murder charges, she was sentenced with 150 months for one and 180 months for the other, which would be served concurrently with her sentence for criminal vehicular operation, resulting in serious...
How many years is that, Chuck? YouTube, put it in the comment section.
Bodily harm, which amounted to 38 months. For the rest of her convictions, a sentence was not pronounced. Because all of her sentences run concurrently with each other, her total sentence is 180 months, or 15 years. In Minnesota, inmates must serve 2/3 of their total sentence, making her eligible for probation after 10 years. She was also permitted 107 days of jail credit. Her court fees were waived, but she was ordered to pay Dalton's mother nearly $30,000 in restitution, which would be deducted from prison wages and from pay she obtains while on probation. Using this information, having been sentenced in March of 2023, she will likely get out of prison at the tail end of the year in 2032, when she is 30 years old. After her sentencing, Camille submitted her case into the Court of Appeals to be retried. Her appellate case was effectively denied by the courts, sealing her sentence. While the records we obtained from the state pertained directly from Camille's involvement in the case, we were able to secure an interview with Dalton's mom, Veronica, to get more details surrounding Leon's case, and exactly how and why he was let off the hook so easily after being convicted for double murder.
Through those transcripts and through the body cam footage, it's wild to me that this case was not taken as seriously as it seems like it should have been.
You know, we don't wish a family to go through this. I mean, in the beginning, we just sat back. I mean, we trusted those that we felt were looking out for Dalton and Taylor's best interest. The further we got along in the process, the more holes I kept finding. Attitudes, amount of remorse, accountability. If that would have come into play, we would understand, we'd be better. But because it didn't, and because the way the laws are set up right now, that these children are protected. A double murder charge in the Dakota County, they'd never had one before. We were going to be the first juvenile case to go to trial because Leon was innocent. Camille was innocent. Dalton pulled out in front of them. I mean, you've read the transcripts. He turned 21. At that time, he's free and clear. It's like it never happened. I bet you I did 75 open records requests. I fought hard. And not so much on Camille's situation. I mean, you know, because hers was adult, it was fighting the juvenile side. Strangely enough, they did make 4 changes to their juvenile certification process. The juvenile side, you know, they say that this case will haunt them for the rest of their lives. You know, that Leon was not certified as an adult. I found out there are 87 counties in Minnesota. There are 87 ways to certify a juvenile. County by county, not even Washington, Dakota, Scott, Carver, none of them go through the certification process for a juvenile the same way.
The county that handled this case, Dakota County, certifies juveniles through a psychological and criminal record report, which then goes through an evaluation process involving multiple parties. To qualify for certification, the accused must be 14 years old, and in this case, Leon was 17 and 9 months old at the time of the crash. Secondly, the crime needs to be a felony, and this case certainly qualifies as one of the worst felony charges a person can obtain, and Leon got 2 of them. In most cases where a juvenile who is 16 or older is being tried for particularly violent offenses like this case, there is a presumption of certification, which means the juvenile is assumed to be tried as an adult. That is, unless they can specifically prove they would be rehabilitated through the juvenile system. This process for proof of rehabilitation in this case required a parole officer to organize a report, referred to as a certification study. Additionally, a psychologist conducts a psychological evaluation. This report often includes the seriousness of the crime, indications of mental health issues, their prior record, and their likelihood of rehabilitation in the juvenile system. These reports are then reviewed by the Extended Juvenile Jurisdiction Panel, or the EJJ panel for short. In this case, the 7-person panel then votes on if the accused should be tried as an adult or not. In Leon's case, Veronica made a startling discovery through her own investigations.
Leon was on probation at the time that he murdered Dalton and Taylor. His probation officer was the intake probation officer for the certification process.
Leon was already on probation at the time of the crash. Reports indicate this was likely due to his violent behavior in high school. What made this a troubling situation was the extended history the probation officer had with Leon. These prior efforts to push for rehabilitation could influence the probation officer to unjustly suggest a favorable outcome for Leon due to their personal attachment to the case. Unfortunately, it seems that's exactly what happened.
His current probation officer was the one that supplied all the information to the 7-panel EJJ members, and she left out all of his high school history. She only went up till 8th grade.
And that, of course, influenced that panel.
Correct.
Additionally, news reports indicate that the same probation officer was also one of the 7 members on the EJJ panel to vote for or against Leon's adult certification.
And it was a 4-3 vote, Harrison. 4 said juvenile, 3 said adult.
In this case, that probation officer was one of the votes to not certify Leon as an adult.
So 1 vote, with him being 80 days shy of 18, with a history, you know, on probation for the 3rd time, 2 of them being assault charges, we just said that's a conflict of interest. And then they would come back and say, well, but the current PO is going to have the most history with that juvenile. Okay, but then that probation officer needs to give everybody the same information. The state forensic psychologist had everything, had all of his history from all the way through high school. The 7-member panel did not. So one of the changes that was made was all reports given have to be the same. You cannot pick and choose what members see what. The other one, the intake parole officer cannot be the juvenile's current probation officer.
Right.
The 3rd change was with restitution. The corrections department determined the amount of restitution. I had provided documentation showing, because Dalton, 22, didn't have life insurance, student loans, had a car payment. Restitution was approved upon at $29,000 and some change. It was whatever I submitted. Well, we got the documentation from the juvenile side, and it said, well, Leon is only responsible to pay $8,500. And I went, why? It's $29,000 and some change. They're both equally guilty. I would have thought it just would have been split in half. Dakota County Juvenile Corrections set their own dollar amount. Most counties would leave it up to the judge. He's been out Camille's in jail. You know, she doesn't have as good of an opportunity to pay this restitution as Leon does. Well, they did change that now. It's no longer up to juvenile corrections. It is up to the judge. They got rid of the cap. They, in essence, had a cap of $8,500. The state forensic psychologist came back and said, yes, adult. There is not enough time to rehabilitate him. There is not. He for the severity of the crime, he cannot be rehabilitated, or she didn't think. She submitted her report the day before the EJJ panel did. The EJJ panel knew that the state forensic psychologist had recommended adult. They never reconvened. They never got into a room, never came together and said, let's look at this now. 2 people lost their lives. Right. This isn't a vandalism. 2 people were murdered. Harrison, Dakota County Corrections does not like me. Does not, and I don't care. Mm-hmm. But they came back to me time and time again. I have it in writing. They were only required to do a summary. And I said, Dalton and Taylor deserved more than a summary. They lost their lives. You people need to fight for them and to make changes. So that is another change that Dakota County did make. Once they've pulled together the state forensic psychologist, they reconvene as a team to discuss the results and why they came up with what they did. Now, again, I don't know how I follow that. I don't know how I track it. You know, they put it on a piece of paper and they said, these are our new policies. Right. I did ask them also why they don't post that on their website. They said they're not required. Well, you know, maybe if they would have done some of the stuff, they wouldn't have had me, you know, where I was a thorn in their side for months. Judge Carter, I mean, this was like the last thing he stamped on and he retired. And I get it, even if the EJJ panel would have said adult and the state forensic psychologist said adult, Carter could have said juvenile. At the end of the day, it is up to him. But, you know, how could he have gone against 2? He did not take into consideration anything that state forensic psychologist did. He, honestly, we think, Harrison, he made his decision before he even got all the details. That's how we feel.
What other changes are you hoping that the state will be making?
He did go down and spend 9 months in Red Wing. Well, 8 months.
Red Wing is the juvenile correctional facility that Leon was admitted to for rehabilitation.
I ended up getting a hold of Red Wing too, and I said, I want to know what type of a program you have in Red Wing to process or rehabilitate a juvenile versus somebody that's down there for theft or, you know, anything that you would end up at Red Wing for. And that is the only facility in the state of Minnesota for these juveniles that commit these higher crimes that if they were an adult, it would be a prison sentence. Well,
hey, shout out to this mom. She did everything that she needed to do with the current situation and the hand that she was dealt. Shout out to her. She went through and through with it.
We really don't have a different program. And I said, so you're telling me Leon is down there getting the same classes as somebody is down there for theft. They don't have any extra programs that they provided to Leon, the same counseling, everything. When I had gotten a hold of JSD in Hastings, I said, what does Leon's day-to-day look like? You know, he was taking class. He finally did get his diploma. So, because he was a super senior, he hadn't graduated yet. But he was getting religious classes. He was taking yoga classes. And I'm sitting here thinking, he murdered 2 people. He's over here in the Hastings JSD. He's getting yoga. I mean, there has to be something above and beyond. Juveniles are given a slap on the hand. Just because they're under the age of 18, that shouldn't give them a get out of jail free card. And in essence, it does. If there is a situation where they can be rehabilitated, that needs to be done. But each case needs to be looked at. And when you're talking the murder of 2 people, it can't be the same. When we met with Keith, he agreed. He says, no, harder programs need to be given, longer probation. You know, he said, Veronica, once this law gets passed, we're going to name it the Dalton Taylor Law. 18, that can't be this magic number. He's an adult. I get it at the time. He was 80 days shy of being 18. He was arrested that day, but then he was let go. Now in Wisconsin, which of course is where we live, just across the river, 17, you're automatically an adult. Now Minnesota is actually trying to raise it to 21.
Wow.
There were bills that went in this last time that none of them went through, but the authors were, one was Bobby Joe Champion, Camille's attorney, that said, you know, the age needs to be raised to 21. The brain fully doesn't develop until you're 25. Then keep them in probation until they're 25. Don't let them off when they're 21. You know, extend it. Yep, get it, but make them accountable, you know, and going the opposite direction of what we're fighting for. And I emailed those editors of those laws. Not one of them got back in touch with me. Leon murdered 2 people and got basically 25 months. How can somebody that drives that recklessly end up getting the sentencing that he did? Taylor was like a daughter to us. So we lost 2. And it's something that they're worth fighting for. Somebody was going to die. Somebody was going to die that morning on that road by their hands. You know, the last time we had court with Leon was right before his birthday, and the level of entitlement from that family, you know, I was standing right there that could have given him an opportunity to say something to me, her an opportunity, and they just... Now, I had some words with them as well, and they weren't pleasant, but they were words that I had been wanting to say to them for quite some time. And Tiana, the twin sister, looks right at Crystal, the mom, and said, "Mom, she's nothing. Don't worry about it. She's nothing." And this is the twin sister they almost killed. And I just, you know, at that time it was like, yep, you guys took 2 beautiful, innocent lives, and you could care less. If they would have taken ownership, fallen to their knees that day and apologized and said, yep, this is what we were doing, I mean, we'd be in a better place. Honestly, not even sure if they would have done that. They might not have even seen a day in jail. I believe at this time we can turn a page and not expect to hear anything. I hope and pray that Camille gets rehabilitated. The Bond family, I mean, those children have a history of anger. Even in high school, we had heard about it. I'm hoping and praying she can come out and be a better person and take the fact that she killed 2 people, she was found guilty, but she can still live her life.
Veronica also took the time to speak about those who have helped her through the process.
Harrison, the Burnsville Police Department are nothing short of amazing. They worked so hard on this case, and they hand delivered the packet to the Dakota County Attorney's Office. It meant a lot. We had to have Dalton and Taylor's service at the high school. Over in the corner, out of my peripheral vision, you know, I saw 4 officers. They came to Dalton and Taylor's service, and they just said that they needed to see them in a different light. These are 4 complete strangers. They were first responders, so they were there, and that meant the world to us. You know, it just goes to show you what kind of people. One of the EMTs, I mean, he broke down on the stand. He started to cry. I mean, you know, and young, and he just, you know, the tragedy of it all,
This is a very tough case. It's a tough case. It's okay. I know. I'm with you. I'm sorry.
That's tragic.
Okay.
I'm okay. But yeah, so you know, they're worth fighting for.
Absolutely.
There's a foundation called Street Racing Kills out of California. There had been an article out there. I've been in touch with her. Dalton and Taylor are now on that website. She did reach out to me and asked if I would be the overseer of Street Racing Kills up in this area. And I told her I'd be more than happy to just try to fight this, because since Dalton and Taylor, there's been a lot more, unfortunately, that have lost their lives to just stupid recklessness. When you are of a sober mind, you know, not under any influence, and you make decisions like this, something's got to change. There's got to be some legit awareness made out there that if you do this, this is what's going to happen.
If there was a place that we could donate to or ask our viewers to donate to as well, would that be an organization you want to donate to, or do you have a different one in mind?
Yes.
That's the one? Okay.
Yes. Yep. But yeah, Street Racing Kills, it is a nonprofit. So yeah, any donations, if anybody would want to do that, that would be absolutely fabulous. Taylor had, she was very active with the Lac de Flambeau.
Yeah, the reservation. Yep.
Yeah, that would be another one is the Lac de Flambeau, because she was very passionate about that. So when you take 2 innocent lives, it shouldn't be too hard to get justice. It's just been a fight, you know, just...
And that's what I hope to that this video helps. I mean, the more awareness around cases like this, the more hopefully there's a push for changes that to the law so that something like this doesn't happen again.
It's got to. I don't have any patience for aggressive drivers anymore.
Veronica here shared that she had witnessed an aggressive driver on the road and called the police with license plate information. She then detailed that phone call.
I said, I would like a Prescott just to go talk to her. So I had told the dispatcher that Leon had been pulled over. He had gotten warnings, you know, and been let go. And sometimes it's just one person that can go and have a conversation enough to have them think twice about what they're doing. And, you know, of course, then she's like, I'm so sorry for your loss. Well, then, of course, I start bawling. I'm crying to a complete stranger on the phone. But it's maybe if somebody would have talked to Leon, you know, and just said, you know, if you keep driving the way you're driving, you know, there's going to be consequences, and maybe Dalton and Taylor would still be here. So, I mean, we can what if ourselves forever for the rest of our lives. Any kind of awareness we can bring to this, Harrison, you know, like I said, I'm not done. I'm going to rattle cages until my last breath. I don't know if you have children, but, you know, your children teach you things. I was very grateful to be his mom, you know, for 22 years. I would have loved to have had him for another 66, but that was taken from us. And another family can't go through what we went through.
In February 2024.
All right. And that is going to be it for the live stream. First time reacting to some of these videos. A shout out to that family for the losses, stuff like that. You know, that's very, very tragic. Especially they were just trying to head home for Easter Sunday, you know. W mom for going through all that and making sure that, you know, no one else has to go through stuff like that alone. Because, you know, 8th Street racing is real. Me being a motorcyclist myself and stuff like that, I see it. You know, it's real dangerous out there for even us. But if you guys do like this and you want to see more content like it, you already know what to do. Hit the like button, comment down below if you guys want to see more of this. Because I don't mind doing it, especially this late. Probably do it some early in the day. Tomorrow we will be streaming. I don't know if we're doing games or we're going to do another reaction. But hey, these reaction videos, you know, some of them touch, you know. Some of them touch. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but tragic, man. And she was going in on that crash site, and it kind of threw me off a little bit. But with that being said, appreciate everybody for coming out, watching. YouTube, comment down below, give your boy a like. If you haven't already, hit the sub button so you know when I go live for the next reaction videos or the gameplay. Twitch, we need one more follower at 100, and then we're chasing after that next goal. But aside from that, thanks everyone for coming out. Much love to you. And on that note, we are out. Okay, bye.